Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Afrocentric Home Decor and Style channel, and today we are doing that refresh on the T-bar in the kitchen. If I sound excited, it's because I am. I've been wanting to do this. I did tell you Friday. It is Monday. It's been very busy. I got lots of courses and wonderful things I'm doing. Also, we're already completed just about our third show in Our Own Image, and that'll be coming to you sometime in November because we're going to give you one show a month. We also have 2 other guests lined up, actually 3. So this is all local, all North Carolina, all the time. I really want to highlight some of the wonderful things that are going on in the state that my husband and I live in. And so, but one thing I want to talk about is the idea of drinking tea, and really, in a sense, the art of drinking tea. I think many of us would drink more tea if we set up a spot or designate an area where it's easy to get to the tea, to the teacups, and anything else we need, like honey or sugar for those that have it, or cream. And so I want to show you what I did. So I am calling this my fall refresh. And the reason why I'm calling it the fall refresh is because I really brought in some fall foliage, some fall colors, some fall Dollar Tree stuff, and I'm going to talk about everything that's on it. But what I really wanted to do, and I really wanted to focus on, was actually brightening up the space. So in our homes, everybody has dark spots in their homes. In a sense, feng shui even calls it dead spots. And a lot of times the first solution or cure in a feng shui setting or any kind of Afrocentric African setting is to bring light to that which is dark. And so I wanted to do that. First of all, my husband and I love the T-bar. My husband uses the T-bar probably in a lot of ways more than me. I mean, and I love that he uses it as much. And I really made it easy for him and myself. When you create a T-bar, the first thing you want to do is let people know where they can find everything. So I wanted to make sure that I did that. So a couple of things I'm still working on, and I'll talk about that when we get here. But let's just get into it. So I took the dark blue, because it was a blue theme, if you remember, and I took the blue theme out, and I really put in my favorite colors. Orange. And so orange and reds, I really wanted those to be the dominant color, and I'm telling you, I can see this T-bar from a mile away. It has really opened up the space and brought in the color. So a couple of things that I did. So first thing, I kept some of the things that I already had. I had this beautiful case here that actually gives height to the T-bar, so I'm able to put my honey dish on there, as well as I picked up this wonderful dish from the Dollar Tree, and I love it because it brings in my 2 favorite colors, which is orange and red, and also, but it is the tea strainer holders. So we put all our tea strainers in here because we usually deal with loose teas. I did actually purchase a couple of tea bags or bag teas, but we like to deal with the loose teas. I actually kept my wonderful teapot, and also I use a coaster just to put it on. I got the coaster from the Dollar Tree, the teapot from the farmer's market in Raleigh, North Carolina, and of course the bowl from the Dollar Tree. This beautiful thing, what I love is it actually has drawers. So I put like our homeopathic medicines in it, or little things. Maybe I'll put essential oils or different things that I can actually hold, just smaller items that I might want to put. Like in here, I actually have something called flower essences. They're here to help you feel more calmer. So you can actually put it in your water or your tea. So that's what we actually house in that. And we got this from Ross, and it was $10. I remember that. Let's move over here. One of the things I wanted to talk about, remember I said remind me to talk about how to use decor items that are functional, that are good for the earth, and that are eco-friendly. And so if you go to any farmer market, but even grocery stores, there's a grocery store here called Lowe's, and we saw them. They sell gourds. And gourds are really popular now because Halloween is coming. I'm not exactly sure the makeup of the gourd, but I know I had them in California, and they will at some point get mushy, which means they can go back into the earth. So therefore, they're eco-friendly. What I like about this is I know a lot of people are into home decor where they're buying like silver or gold, like balls and all these things that may look shiny and pretty, but they don't actually do anything, and in the end they'll wind up in the landfill. I know you're thinking, no, not the eco-friendly talk, but I feel like I have to talk about that because I think that we want to be as conscious as we can about when we purchase something, where it's going to end up. We can't do it with everything, but I love this also because, first of all, it's decorative. The word of decor, the root word of the decor, the root word comes from the word decorative, right? So what I love about it is they're beautiful. It's orange. It looks like a kind of animal. So I bought a couple of these. And let me tell you how inexpensive they were. 2 for $1 at the farmer's market. So I bought this one for decor, and I put it there. We kept our servers because, you know, we are into the black memorabilia, and we're going to do a show on that as well. So we kept the man and the woman, got that red, brought in that brightness of the orange. But what I really like on this is, after I set up all this, I was searching for some beautiful, a little higher level placemat. So I had the Dollar Tree one, but they kind of looked a little cheap on the bar. So I wanted to search, and I went to Home Goods, and we found this, and they were on sale. It was 4 of these beautiful, they actually match the rugs that's on the wall in the dining room. Same kind of style, that kind of Indian Persian, if you will, type of style. Very thick, very rugged. It was 4 of them in the pack. I only needed 3, so I still have one. $6 on sale, red tag special at Home Goods. So it was $6 for it. Of course, though, I kept the Dollar Tree ones because I still like that blast of brightness. So I just kind of kept that in between. I brought in this book, Black Folk with Wisdom and Sayings. It was actually already on the T-bar, but I couldn't see it, so I brought it in outside, more out front. Another thing I did, which I'm loving, let me move my servers over for a second, is I did do Dollar Tree. I'm kind of over the flowers, but not yet. So I brought in the fall foliage. The fall is here, and these is what the leaves look like in the fall. And I think this color is just so rich and beautiful. So of course, I think I bought about 4 of those. So I was spending about $4 on that. Love that. Something else that I kept the spoon rest. I love it. I just think it looks kitchen and country, so I really love this spoon rest. And then, of course, we have our woman server. Another thing that I did just for decorative purposes, I might fill it up. If I was a sugar drinker, I would actually put some probably sugar, although, I don't know, that might not make sense because you probably put too much in your tea. Anyway, I just liked it for the bottle. It actually has leaves on it. I love this flower, more leaves here, so it's definitely for the fall. It's my favorite color. And I'm using the bottle topper from the Sister Danielle. For those that are wondering, it's still, I'll make sure I'll leave her code in the description box on her website if you are interested in the wreaths that are selling, the orange wreath for Christmas or the holidays or whatever you celebrate. But anyway, I got that for color. And then what I did again, remember y'all, I'm off the like wine thing, so I'm doing the whole thing of just being, you know, clean and sober, if you will. But no, I really wanted to stay very, very healthy. So I actually took the wine bar, and instead of even having glasses in there or cups, I actually took them and used them for, it's really now a tea bar. So it's actually the tea bar now instead of the wine bar. And so I literally have teas in here. I know I got some noise going on here. I literally have some teas in there on the bar, so I love it. This is the lemon mint. That thing's gonna keep going. Here I have blueberry pie, which I'm loving right now. I have the blueberry pie. This is actually a tea, so I have a variety of teas here. I have something called golden ambrosia, and remember, these are actually loose teas, which I absolutely love. And so that's why we use our tea strainers for our teas. But basically, instead of coming here and choosing the wine you would want, you can come here and choose a tea. Again, I took the gourds, more gourd. Remember, they were 2 for $1. So they're so beautiful. I just love orange and green. I mean, how fall is that? Of course, I got some candles going there. Also, I took this down to show you that I do have a couple of glasses, Dollar Tree as well. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and they have the fall foliage. They actually match the actual leaves that's in the vase. And of course, I kept the blue vase. Again, I kept some of the blue. And so I have those just for really, now I'm going to say for decorative purposes, but I could use it for something else as well, or to actually drink out of. There we go. Another thing I picked up from Home Goods was they have all these teas, y'all. If you don't know, they have some wonderful teas, organic, fair trade, all natural, and this one is called Hugo Tea. This is a Rest Easy tea, and these are the bags. And this one is a combination of chamomile, citrus, and peppermint. I didn't use it yet, but I'm very excited. So I'm going to be buying some of the bag teas as well. And on Home Goods, the price was $4, $3.99, and you get, I think you get 12 tea bags. That's usually the case, and it is. So I'm going to be trying those. So definitely some bag teas for those that might come over and want that. So of course, again, the Dollar Tree. So I had this here, right? So, okay, then of course the Dollar Tree mats that I told you about here, and then again, Home Goods. Again, I kept some of the pictures. This one's not on the wall, but I love my pictures. I took the frame from Dollar Tree, and we framed the postcard of the sisters with the fruit, reminding us that you know, we are abundant, to stay healthy. Have another one. I do have some command hooks under there where I'm putting coffee cups. So of course I'm going to find an orange coffee cup. Yep, I'm going to find two. So we can hang those there. Another thing is, like I said, I kept the blue bowl, and in here I have yet more teas, mostly loose teas, so a variety of teas. So my husband knows he can choose teas from, let me start here. We can choose teas from here. So I store a lot of my teas. Again, these are Dollar Tree canisters. They are they actually have a magnet actually, so they're perfect. That's how they stay on. And I have a lot of different chamomiles and other different teas here as well. So we can go have tea from here. We can choose our tea from here. We can choose our tea from there as well. Wait a second, it's a real tea bar. Don't look at my chickens yet. I'm gonna get into that. Up here, what I do, look at that. So I need another command hook that's going to hold this. I'm actually considering putting a shelf or something here and just having the teas there. But I'll create something. Actually, my husband can actually make something. Couldn't you make something, baby? Yeah, my husband, that's what we're going to do. My husband's going to make something where we're going to be able to hold the teas. That's what I really would want, because I actually don't really want the Dollar Tree bin, but you know, it's good for now. So if I had two command hooks, that would be perfect. More teas there. And yes, y'all, I bought this even more teas, more loose teas. We got tea for life, okay? And so I want to show you, I actually picked this up at Home Goods the same day that I actually bought the placemats. I actually got this, and I love this. It's made in Italy. I can't remember how much this bought. Oh, here, I keep the tags on just for you all. It's $7.99, so it was $8 at Home Goods. I love that it has that little kind of lip or curvature, so it actually keeps the teas from falling. So I picked that because, you know, you want to play with various heights when you're actually decorating any type of space, especially when you're doing any type of tablescape or things with a variety of things. You don't want everything just having a flat surface. And I loved it that it was white. I really wanted to bring in that white. Another thing that a sister gave me, so my gifts, always bring your gifts into your kitchen. And Sister Maliki Grant, the herbalist, actually the one that for in our own image that we did the interview with, the herbalist, she actually made this, and so she gives it to us. So it's great to put your hot tea kettles on. You don't want to put that on your countertop. So this is a great thing to do, and it says Best Friends, and it's beautiful. And she took a magazine and then she somehow put it on this tile from her home. So a page from a magazine and then a title from her home, and I just love it. The women and the little girl, so beautiful. And then the last thing, new purchase as well. So new purchase is the mat, the bowl, some of the teas, the gourds, and the other bowl to hold the strainers, the glasses from the Dollar Tree, all new, and of course the foliage, right? This is the new purchase. I know you don't know, might not know this. Oh, and something else. That's right, I got another thing. Thank you, my husband's reminding me. I love chickens, y'all. I don't like to eat them. For those that do, that's your thing. Do your thing. I'm a vegan, but I love them. You can't come to the South and be in the country without having a chicken. So this is the rustic chicken. I like it. I love that rustic look on this particular item. This was so inexpensive. I think it was, the prices wasn't there, but it was $2.99. $3, and so it is a ceramic. When you say it's a ceramic, so you want to be careful because it could break, but they're slightly different. So we have this one. I don't know, is that a turkey? That looks like a turkey. A rooster. Oh, that's even better because my husband has an alarm that wakes him up to a rooster. So we have the rooster and the chicken, which makes sense because the rooster watched and mind the chicken, so it makes a lot of sense. So anyway, let me show y'all them together. I love them, and my husband loves them too. It's nice when your husband can love what you love as well. So these are the new addition. Again, Home Goods. I want to say, oh, it might have been TJ Maxx. I know, one of the two. I can't remember. We put a couple of stores, but they were $3. Another thing that I got new, and it's kind of part of the coffee bar, but not, it's part of the kitchen. So when you know the utensil holders, and I had this utensil holder that was silver. My husband was right. He don't know why I bought it because I don't think he minded as much as I did, but I'm not really into like the silvery cold look. You know, I really like color, and my husband knows that. So I said to him, I kept seeing all these beautiful vases. Look at this fall foliage with the orange and the leaves, how gorgeous. And I kept seeing these beautiful vases, and I kept saying, oh, I would love to have that, but I don't need that, I don't need that. Or these pictures, I don't really need that. And then I thought about it to my husband, I said, wait a second. He said this before, but the utensils holder doesn't have to be something called a utensil holder. It could be whatever I want it to be. And so I bought this for the utensils. It matches the beautiful kitchen. And so this is my refresh. Well, let me just say, when you're refreshing, I just want to remind you, again, you're always thinking about your tea bar, because people ask me to really go into why a tea bar. Why not just have a place where you have some teas in the box and you have your kettle, you put your kettle on, you put your tea, because if it's not close to you, you won't have it. Plus, it's always nice to look at something beautiful, and it really invites people in. One thing, people come to your house and you say you want anything to drink, they be like, they obviously know you have some teas, right? So what I want to say is I created a shelf now with something I didn't have before. I created a shelf just for the tea bar. And so this is, we got some bowls here. That's if we have tea. Sometimes I make if we have like homemade cookies, which I make raw, or other snacks, energy balls, raw donut holes, all these little things, cake. I made a raw cheesecake just now. It's in the refrigerator. So we have our bowls to pull out so we could actually have our little snacks in there. Of course, I got some other plates that I'm going to get. Another thing that I said, and my husband's actually using the other saucer, which is great because I want him to. I actually put the teacups and the saucers already in there. So it's easy. My husband knows this whole shelf is for tea. But also we have these other cups that came in a set. I used to have the teapot to it. I don't know where it is, but anyway, this has a saucer to it as well. So there's a variety of ways. Let me show you my favorite way to have tea. And this is my special cup. Again, I got this from a gift from the herbalist, Maliki Grant. I got to be very careful. I already broke it. I already broke the lid, but my husband E6000, that bad boy. You see that chip? My husband said it makes it more rustic. It makes it more real, and I agree. So remember, this is my tea strainer. Put the tea in here, pour the water inside. This is my favorite cup. And so everything, and then the two things that's back there holds soup. So if we wanted a warm soup with our tea, or tea and soup, we can actually have that. So basically what I'm saying is I designated a whole shelf just for the cups and the saucers. And of course, that's for our smoothies, that's our mason jars, and then of course our regular dishes. So we definitely prepared ourselves for this. And so I just want to say, first of all, thank you for coming into the kitchen. I'm going to have my husband move that. He's going to move that a little bit out the way so y'all can really see me again. So yes, y'all. So I just want to say so much thank you. Oh, we talked about lighting. Let me at least get that in. I talked about the idea. There are these things called puck light, P-U-C-K lights. You can get them at Costco, and they're made by Duracell. So we learned this today. And so basically they run by Duracell batteries. If you don't have Duracell batteries, because these lighting, there's lighting, 3 lights, the puck lights that's underneath here. If without it, let me show you, pretty dark. You cut this light off, totally dark. At least if you cut that on, look how pretty that is. And it comes in many different colors. I'll just cut this back on anyway. It comes in, so you can have the white, that's green, how beautiful. And those we want to see the colors, so let's cut it off. So that's a green. And then of course my husband got the big lights on, that's the red, and that's the blue. So I'm gonna go back to the white. And what I love about it is it brings instant color, or color. It brings out the colors by actually lighting the area. So consider getting some puck lights. Again, it was 5 to the pack. 2 are in my bedroom closet. 5 to the pack for $20. They do take Duracell. So the lightings underneath take AAA Duracell batteries, 369, and this takes a different kind of battery, but it doesn't really run out. Those do. So keep your Duracell at hand, because if you try to use another battery, it's not going to work with the light inside, and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, I got another, this is it for today. I want to thank you so much. Again, stay tuned. We're going to be doing in our 3rd edition of In Our Own Image. But I also wanted to say I did the refresh the whole home. So the next video will be a refresh of the bathroom, a refresh of the bedroom, a refresh of the utility closet, a refresh. We did the refresh already of the laundry room, refresh of the bed. The whole house. the whole house is refreshed. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy this segment. And we got to go out and do some things. So we're going to get outside. But I just want to say thank you so much for those that have home decor questions. I do one-on-one consultations, and I can customize your home. If you want to know how, somebody asked me, if I have used pastel colors in a room, how can I use pastel colors and make it more Afrocentric? Easy as pie. Love you all with all my heart. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Afrocentric Home Decor and Style channel, and I'll see you in the next video refresh. Peace and blessings.